Hi guys, welcome back to WePlayersSG, where we unbox, review and show you how these games are played. So as you can see, there's no games here today, so that means we are going to do a haul video. So that means I'm basically going to show you guys what games I bought so far, the new games, and run you through roughly why I bought them and what I'm looking out for in each game. So once again, I bought all these games all by myself. So yeah, although I bought them from Geekster, but then I'm not sponsored in any way. So yeah, basically if you do like my content, do subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and do comment down below, as it would really help me out, so to continue like pushing out these videos like you, because you know I need games to basically push out these videos. So yeah, without further ado, let's start off with the first game. So let's start off with the smallest one. So this is Parks Memories. So there's actually 3 versions and they do sell it in a set, but I'm only getting the one of it, which is the Mountaineer set, if you can see. Yeah, so the camera is in the way, so I hope we can see this little wording here. Basically, it's also, as you can see, a strategic matching game. So it's by Keymaster Games and plays for 2 person and more. Oh, I didn't know this, but there's no upper limit. Okay, so ages 6 and up, and plays for about 30 minutes. So this is the back of the box, and what we can see it. So basically it's a very supposedly simple matching game, but then you do have some sort of powers kind of that you can use when you match certain types of parts together. So but they also have this very familiar iconography here, as well as this thing. So this thing, yeah, I think it kind of blocks one. I think you laid out like a 3x3 grid. So, and this is the one that you put on one of it, so that although you open it, but then the next player can't actually use or take the tile that's currently under this token. Yeah, so basically this is a very in the same theme as Parks. Pretty interested to try this out. Yeah, it's by the same makers from Parks, and as well as the Trails. So Trails, I actually bought it from for a friend, and we actually played it once, and actually it's quite nice. It's quite fun in a way that it's very simple, and but yet it still feels satisfying to, like, you know, go through all the different trail ends and trail start. So I'm doing this because in Trails you're actually going back and forth, but in Parks you're just going in one single direction. So yeah, so once again, this is Parks Memories. So yeah, it's basically like a matching game on steroids. So quite interested to try this out. I hope that it doesn't disappoint. So next up, so we are starting with the smaller box to the bigger box. So this is my very first war game, or rather a war team game. So this is Blitzkrieg, and it's by PSC Games. So as you can see, it's a very small box. It's not very big, and most importantly, it's a 2-player game. So you can't really see it because of the wrapper, but yeah, it says 1 to 2 player and plays for about 20 minutes. So it's for ages 14 and up. Yeah, so that's the side of the box, and yeah, you can see it here. Okay, so it's very interesting in a way that I do like and do appreciate 2-player game, because I do live with my fiance. So basically, sometimes you just don't really want to get a big game out, and but you want to still satisfy the board game craving. So that's when you try to pull out the smaller games. So recently I've been looking into 2-player games, and I'm really quite curious about this game because it's a 2-player game, and then also we have like a few different areas in the main board, and it's kind of like a tug of war kind of situation, where you place tiles that is drawn from your individual bags. I believe you have the similar tiles, but of course you draw them at different times. Then you can actually put into like these places, these spots here. So each placement gives you a certain benefit depending on which spot you covered, and the pieces that you are putting is actually also restricted based on what kind of piece that you are trying to put, as well as the place that you are trying to put it on. So yeah, so the rule is to actually get 25 points. Yeah, so it's a very simple objective, which I kind of like, and but then it involves like so much thinking and like, you know, strategy to play this game, which I'm really quite interested to try it out. So yeah, this is the first war team game, and this is Blitzkrieg. So next we have Brew. So this is a 2 to 4 players game of brewing potions, and plays for about 45 to 90 minutes and for ages 10 and up. So as you can see, it's by Cartographers game, and they've recently come out with their dinosaur team game, which is I think it's a recently fulfilled Kickstarter, I believe. So yeah, this is probably an older game, and I really like this game, mostly because of the art as well as the dice. So yeah, this is partly a dice game in the sense that you're rolling dice to actually get icons on it to determine which spot you can place the dice on. So it's a bit of a dice placement game, and yeah, although it's mostly themed as a potion brewing game, but then it has lots of other elements. So these are your potions here, and we have like the different areas that you can control. So it's a bit of an area control game as well, but based on like which card you put your dice on, and like the most people that controls that card then will get a card. So then you gain bonuses depending on the cards, and by placing the dice on the card, you also gain certain resources, which allows you to brew your potions. But from the playthroughs that I've watched, some potions really need like kind of really high resources. So yeah, I'm not sure I've seen it wrongly, but I think I saw something that has 9, or maybe I see wrongly. But anyway, so there's also a main board here which everybody have access to, and I believe you're not limited by the number of dice you can place in a certain spot. So even though someone has placed their dice, you can still use the spot, unlike these cards over here. So other than the potions, you can also have some not sure what they call it, but oh yeah, they call it creatures. So we have some creature cards here that you can take, or you can gather to give you some ongoing benefits. So there's a bit of a tableau building, not very heavy, but then yeah, just a little bit. But I feel that it's mostly a dice placement as well as a area control game for this Brew. So once again, this is Brew by Cartographers game. So lastly, we have Cartographers Collector's Edition. So we've recently, not very recent, but then it's been I think a few months that we've gotten some roll and write games, which is Walk and Roll, as well as the Railroad Inks, so Blue Edition, I believe. So that's probably 2 of our only roll and write games. So this is coming to join the family of 2, and so we got the Collector's Edition because I believe there's 2 editions. So the first one as well as the Heroes Edition. So we were thinking like whether should we get just the base one, or the one with like additional skill cards and hero cards, I believe. So yeah, I can't really remember, but it was along those lines. So then that's when I found out they have a combined edition, so naturally I went with that. I went with this. So basically, yeah, this is the Collector's Edition, meaning they added the base game as well as the Heroes Edition. I believe it's called the Heroes Edition. So let me just... No. Okay, no, it doesn't really say what name is it, but yeah. So basically it's a 1 to 100 player game. So ages for 10 and up, and plays for about 30 to 40 minutes. So it's pretty small, but yeah, that's about as high as I can hold it. So it's a 100 player game because basically you're opening certain cards to determine what you should draw. So okay, so I should start off with that. So it's kind of like a roll and write, but just that you don't deal with dice, you deal with a deck of cards that you have to flip open to know what kind of shapes you have to draw onto your grid. So so basically by combining certain arrangement of your grids in the different type of grids, you can actually gain certain bonuses or points. So yeah, basically you're opening a card, and then everybody with a piece of paper can not any piece of paper, but then like a piece of paper from this game, they can actually just play along. So technically there's not really any upper limit, so you can basically like just stream your video online of you flipping open the cards, and basically anybody with that video and a piece of paper can actually play along with you. So yeah, actually that's pretty much the case for Real World Inks as well. But yeah, so basically this is Cartographers, and why we like it, or rather why I like it, is because it's from the role player universe, which I actually like a lot. So again, this is by Thunderworks Games, and yeah, I really like the kind of universe that role player is in, and I'm really quite interested in the role player's adventures, but then yeah, that's a bit too expensive for me to get just to try it out. So yeah, so I don't think I'm going to get that anytime soon. Yeah, I believe. So yeah, basically this is Cartographers. And so other than the base game as well as the Heroes Edition, so Heroes Edition I think you get like extra monsters, extra heroes. Other than that, you also get a skill expansion, which was written here. So there's the skills mini expansion, as well as 3 map packs in additional to the original map. So map being the paper that you draw on. So other than the base one, you actually also get the 3 extra ones, which is this the Plane of Flame. So that's the one in the lava kind of map, and the Plane of Knowledge. So that's the one with like separate sort of islands, and the Undercity. This I kind of forgot what was it, but yeah. So basically we have kind of 3 different maps that you can play with using the same deck of cards, which is quite interesting. So yeah, I believe there should be some sort of app to kind of like, you know, mark the spots rather than having to draw and use up the paper. But yeah, so we also get 20 colored pencils. So it needs to be colored because for every type of sort of square that you're drawing onto the grid, there's like different colors, as well as different symbols that you can use to differentiate between the different squares. So usually you would draw with a pencil, which is black, and so you would like differentiate the different squares from the pattern inside. But then this has like 20 color pencils, so basically you can better tell apart the different squares there. Yep. So once again, this is Cartographers Collector's Edition, and I'm quite excited to try this out. So yeah. So with that, we've come to the end of our haul video. So if you do like this type of video, do give this video a thumbs up, and do comment down below what new games have you bought recently. So, and once again, subscribe to this channel to support this channel. But I've not like really set up any Patreon accounts, but I've not really looked into it of what it's about. But if you guys think it's a good idea for me to, you know, have some support from you guys, so do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll look into it as well. So once again, this is the haul video for this month. So once again, thanks for watching, and bye bye.